What's up? Welcome to Reflections and Encouragement with Mike Brown. I'm Mike Brown, and this is message number 85, y'all. I can't believe it. It's wild. 85 weeks of recording these messages. Started this back in February of 2020, and it's just been a blessing. I hope it's been a blessing in your life. It's been a blessing in my life, and really created a space for me to really reflect on things that happen each week, and then also offer some words of encouragement that hopefully inspire empowerment and action within each of you and in my own life as we approach the week ahead. So, welcome back. As I look at the things that transpired this past week in my life, two main things I'll really highlight are the fact that I was diagnosed with epilepsy. And I got a first opinion over a week ago, and then ended up getting a second opinion at Northwestern just last week. And the doctor confirmed that I had essentially two unprovoked epileptic seizures back on August 26th and September 18th. And as they looked at my brain MRI, it came back clean, so there was no sign of a mass or a tumor or anything in my brain. But my EEG did not come back clean. It showed that I have an irritable population of nerves on the right side of my brain that are overactive. And when that overactive activity spreads throughout the rest of my brain, essentially that's what they believe caused a couple of seizures. Now, I call it triple good news in knowing that. Number one, I know what I now have, if you will, and so I'm thankful for that. Number two, there's a number of different treatments that are available, different medications that can help prevent further seizures, and I'm just blessed and thankful for that. And three, I'm just really, really glad and grateful and truly thankful that nothing really happened in terms of me injuring anybody when I had either seizure. And so I just thank God for that. I was within 5 minutes of driving my car on August 26th. I was about to take my family. We were about to go to my daughter's soccer practice, and we were getting ready to leave the house. And so if that seizure would have happened 5 minutes later, we would have been in the car. And then when I had the second seizure on September 18th, I was at the Notre Dame Purdue football game. It was the fourth quarter of the game. I had no plans after the game, and so after the game was over, I was planning to just go home. And so I was within about 45 minutes of driving my car home after that game that day. And so I'm just really thankful across the board that I didn't drive, or I wasn't driving at the time that I had either of those seizures. So the fact that I know what's going on, the fact that it's treatable, and the fact that no one was physically hurt, because it could have been a lot worse had I been behind the wheel. I'm just grateful and blessed that all those things are going on. It's a journey. There's still a chance that I could have another seizure. Of course, I'm still navigating this medication and whatnot, but I'm just taking it one day at a time. I actually start work again on the 18th, so that'll be Monday, so tomorrow. And looking forward to just being back in the office, seeing people again, and getting back to work and getting back to doing another part of why I'm on this earth is to fulfill my purpose and live out my mission in life through the work I get to do at Notre Dame. So that's the first thing. Thank you to everyone. I'm talking about everybody. I mean, if it's been a text message, a phone call, a post on social media, you name it, there's been so much love, so much support, and I appreciate it all. A number of my coworkers got together and they've set up this meal train that has helped our family tremendously. My wife has been taking on an extra load with what I've been kind of working through. She's been taking me to all my appointments and just all the different things with doctors, MRIs, all the different things. And so she's picking up a lot of the extra stuff. And so these meals have helped us tremendously. So just want to thank my colleagues for helping with that. My mother-in-law ended up coming to town to help us out as I went to my appointment in Chicago. So she was able to stay with us and spend some time. And it just gave us a chance to go to the doctor and go to Chicago and get that second opinion. And so I just thank God for my mother-in-law, Miss Ann. Thank you very much. And so just grateful for you. But I'm just thankful for everybody, all the prayers. They're working. And just thanks for that. The second thing is I can never probably go another week. Probably every message you probably hear from me will include something about Little Netta. Little Netta is basically, I'll tell you, it's the nickname of my late cousin, Lil Janetta Robinson, and she was taken away from us way too soon at the age of 9. But before she was taken away from us, she did so many beautiful things as a child, and she spread a lot of love, a lot of joy, a lot of peace, a lot of kindness. And so I wrote a book about her kindness and the fact that she ended up giving away her Christmas gifts at her birthday party on December 27th after some kids at her party found out that they didn't have gifts for Christmas, so she ended up giving those gifts away. And so I wrote a book about that, and it's called Little Netta's Gift. It's coming out in December, but it's available for pre-order right now. But I'm also partnering with my dad. Her brothers are involved, as well as United Way, on a program in memory of Lil Janetta. It's a program called the Lil Janetta Robinson Gifts of Love program. And so that's a program in which we're going to be raising funds to provide gifts to children at 3 schools in Milwaukee. It's about 1,000 kids total, but we're going to work to ensure all of them get gifts this year for Christmas. And so we're working on that as well, and there's been progress on that front with that program. We actually got our first press coverage, if you will, this past week, which is a big deal for us. We're a gritty startup, we're resurrecting a program, but we're really starting this from the ground up, if you will, and just getting things rolling. So we're very thankful for Fox 6 in Milwaukee for covering our story, for sharing our story, and we are grateful for them for sharing this message that I think is really a message of love, a message of joy, a message of peace, and just more kindness that we need in this world. And so grateful for them for covering that story. As I work to offer some words of encouragement for us this week, as we approach this week ahead, the one thing that stuck out for me this week is something, again, that my wife actually reinforced and reiterated to me as we were walking with my daughter. She said, I was trying to help, her as she was pushing the stroller, and my daughter's old enough now where she pushes the stroller with her little animal, little dolls and stuff in it. And so, but we were kind of walking, and I was trying to help her push it, and she didn't want me to help her. And my wife was like, look, let it be. And I'm like, man, wow, I gotta let it be. I gotta let her just do her thing. I gotta let her learn how to navigate stuff. I gotta let things be. And so last week I talked about focusing on things within our control. And then, as I look at this week, my encouragement to me, my encouragement to you as we approach the week ahead is to really let some things be. There's some things that just need to play out. And when they're outside of your control, or even some things that you may think are in your control, we have to sometimes let it be. And so it's really hard for me as someone who I consider myself to be a spark. I consider myself to be a catalyst. My company that I started is called Soulster. The entire mission is centered around being a catalyst that helps inspire empowerment and action. And so for me to say, let it be, is really something that's a big concept that I have to really breathe in and try to execute on and put into practice in my own life as I try to really focus on being a catalyst and something that I'm here, I feel like I'm here on earth to do and be. But there are times when you gotta let things be. And as I let it be with my daughter, for example, just today, she very, successfully was able to take that stroller all by herself. She figured it out. She figured out how to navigate it and do everything, but I had to let it be. So anyhow, that's my encouragement for us as we approach the week ahead. Have a wonderful week. God bless. Take care.